Okay. Okay. So now we'll start with the class. Okay. So today we are going to deal with chapter 9. Okay. So if we see, before we start the topic, we'll start with the prayers. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravadi Pracharire Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarire Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes. So now we'll be dealing with the ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So if we see among all the chapters, this is one of the most important chapters. Okay. Because the chapter name only it says, actually it is in Sanskrit, it is called Raja Vidya Guhya Yoga. Okay. So see, if you know a little bit of Hindi also, then you can say that Raja means king, Vidya means knowledge, Guhya means secret, and yoga, you know. Okay. So Raja Vidya Guhya Yoga. Okay. So what does this say? That this is the Raj Vidya, means king among the knowledge, and Guhya, it is very confidential. So it is the very confidential knowledge, which is the king of all knowledge. Okay, means there is no other knowledge that can be better than this. Okay, so that's why this is called Raj Vidya Guhya. Okay, just a minute. So we are going to deal with this chapter, the ninth chapter. So what does this say? First, it's telling about the features of this chapter and what qualifications and what are the qualifications you require for like hearing about Krishna and all. Okay. Then we'll learn about uh, Aishwarya Gyan, means the I will learn about the opulence of the Lord, and how God also has maintains his relationship with the material world. Then we'll discuss about non-worshippers and worshipper. Krishna is the supreme object of worship and glories of directly worshipping Krishna. Okay. Yes. So now let's start with the chapter. Idam tu te guhyatamam paravakshyami anusuyave vidyanam vijnanam sahitam yajnatva mokshasi subhat. Okay. Before we start with the sloka, so see, if you want to tell a secret, you will tell to which person. Like if you want to tell like one of your best secrets, then who you will tell it to?
I will tell to my mother.
Yeah. Anyone else you tell it?
Prabhuji, one who I have the most trust with.
Yes. So you might tell it to your friend or your mother or your parents or like that. But why will you tell it to them only? Because you have trust in them that they will take it positively and they will take it positively. So similarly, That's why Krishna is also telling, since this is the most confidential knowledge. So the most confidential knowledge, Krishna won't tell it to anybody. He only tells it to Arjuna, and all, of course, we as the readers of Bhagavad Gita also are going to know about the most confidential knowledge that is imparted from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's why if we see, he's telling this to Arjuna because he's saying that Arjuna is never envious of Lord Krishna. So that's why he's imparting this knowledge to Arjuna. Just a minute, okay. Okay. Now if we see, this we also talked about in the 7th chapter, the love with the bhakti, or the 9 types of devotional service. We also discussed this, but let us discuss it again. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmani Vedanam. Okay, so Prahlad Maharaj, when he actually this shloka comes in the conversation between Prahlad Maharaj and his father Hiranyakashipu. Okay, so so that time he after coming from Gurukul, okay, that too their Gurukul is like demonic, so they will only teach things which are demonic, okay. So while Prahlad Maharaj was a devotee of Lord Vishnu, so since Hiranyakashipu wanted to manipulate his mind, so what did he do is that he sent him to the Gurukul of the demonic Gurukul, means where they learn demonic things, like where Prahlad Maharaj was taught that Hiranyakashipu is the only god and all, okay. But because Prahlad Maharaj was a great devotee of Lord Krishna, so he didn't get easily manipulated. Instead, even after trying so much, they couldn't manipulate him. Okay, so after coming from Gurukul for like around 3 months or something, now Hiranyakashipu thought that in the Gurukul he must have learned something. So that's why his mind at least should have got manipulated. Rather than doing devotional service of Lord Vishnu, we should do demonic activities. So that's what he wanted Prahlad Maharaj to be, because he himself was demonic. Okay, so he was after sending it to Gurukul, he was like, what did you learn from Gurukul? What is the best thing you learned from Gurukul? Okay. At that time, he mentions this verse that the best thing I learned from the Gurukul is that these are the 9 processes of devotional service. And after hearing this, Hiranyakashipu got so angry that actually he took Prahlad Maharaj on his lap. That time he was very small. So he took Prahlad Maharaj on his lap, but out of his anger, he threw Prahlad Maharaj from his lap after hearing this. So there he explains us the 9 types of devotional service. So what does he say? Shravanam, hearing; Kirtanam, chanting or glorifying Lord; or Smaranam, remembering, like how Prahlad Maharaj remembered; Pada Sevanam, the serving the lotus feet of Lord; Archanam, deity worship; Vandanam, praying, offering prayers; Dasyam, becoming servant; and Sakhyam, friendship; and at the end, Atmanivedanam, means complete surrender. So here they are saying that if you attain perfection if you at least do one or more than one of these things, then you can attain pure devotional service. Okay. So you can see that you can attain perfection in pure devotional service by any of these methods. Like, because there are even examples given, or if you want, you can even attain perfections uh, by by following all these methods. Like if we see the case of uh, is like if you see the case of uh, there is one Maharaj. There was one king. I just forgot the name. Okay. So if we see, you can even attain perfection by either following uh, one of these devotional one of these methods, or maybe by following all of the methods. Okay. Now Krishna says, Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam Pavitram idam uttamam pratyakshavagavam dharmyam susukham kartu maryam avyayam. Okay. So here he says, uh, he says that this is the best of all knowledge. Okay. So Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam. Okay. It is the king among all knowledge, and it's the most confidential. Okay. Pavitra means pure. It's the purest form of knowledge. Idam uttamam pratyaksha bhagavam dharmyam, that if you follow that it is very easy to follow to apply this knowledge in our life. And what will happen by applying this knowledge in our life? Sukham karto bhavyayam. So see, sukham means happy, but here Krishna is saying sukham. So that means extremely happy. That once you apply this knowledge in your life, you will become extremely happy and extremely joyful. So see, nowadays if we see that there are various type of knowledges. Like see, in our schools and colleges, what we get is material education. Okay, we get knowledge about uh, like social knowledge, like how to deal with people, and we also learn about history and all those things, so that we know the basics of our country and all. And after that, we have Ayurvedic knowledge. This is present in Vedas. Not nowadays, it's not taught in schools and colleges. But if we see nowadays, if we see that some of the Ayurvedic medicines are coming out to be more and more famous, and they are even being scientifically proven. Okay, so therefore, the knowledge of Ayurveda is also very important in terms of the field of medicine and all. So, the Ayurvedic knowledge about about various medicines and all. After that, we have astrological knowledge. Nowadays, people are, what are they trying to do is that they are trying to go to Mars, going to Venus and all those places to get knowledge from there, and they are spending a lot of money. But if you see in our Vedas, all this knowledge is already present beforehand. But what these people say is that this is all mythology, this is all fake. But slowly, if we see, all these things are becoming true. Okay. If we see our astronomy is very good. Now see, now you might ask, okay, what's the speciality of number 108? Like when we are chanting one mala has 108 beats. Why not 100 beats? Why not 50 beats? Why not any other number? Why only 108? So actually, if it in our scriptures, it's considered that the combination of 1 and 8, and if the sum of the numbers is equal to 9, those numbers are considered to be very auspicious. Some people even say that 1 stands for like oneness, 0 stands for like nothing, and 8 stands for infinity. So that's what I was trying to explain. But there are various other reasons. If we see even astrologically, the distance between Earth and Moon is as much as the size of 108th Earths. So if you place 108 Earths between the sun and between the Earth and the Moon, then you will see that it will cover the distance almost exactly, like approximately it will. And if we see also the distance between sun and Earth, if you place 108 suns between the distance of Earth and sun, then we will see that it will approximately fit that much area. Okay, so that's the significance of the number 108. So like that, if we see even in the Vedas, there is we are like very much advanced in terms of astrological knowledge. Then science knowledge is, you study in school also about physics, chemistry, biology, and all those things. So that is a knowledge which you get in schools and colleges, and even in the gurukuls they were provided. But they are provided along with all these also. And then comes the most ultimate knowledge, is the knowledge of the Gita, the knowledge of which is provided by the Supreme Lord Krishna as himself. He himself is giving us this knowledge. So, and specifically, if we see the knowledge which he is giving in this chapter, because it's the most confidential knowledge. So this is how we see that the knowledge slowly increase. This is how we see that among all knowledge, the knowledge of the Gita is the knowledge which is given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself in Bhagavad Gita is the topmost of all knowledge. And Krishna himself is declaring this. Okay, so this is how, if we see that among all knowledge, the knowledge which we are attaining from Lord Krishna is the best of the best knowledge. Okay, so if we see, if we are not serious in school, we may remain in the same class. But if we are not, so similarly, if we are not serious in devotion, we may remain in the same cycle of birth and death. Okay. So this is what they are saying, that if you are not serious about in school, then you might remain in the same class again and again. But so similarly, if you are not serious in in your devotion or bhakti yoga, then you may remain in the same cycle of birth and death. Okay. Okay. मया ततम् इदं सर्वं जगत् अव्यक्तमूर्तिना मत्स्थानि सर्वभूतानि तचाहं तेष्वस्थितः. That in this sloka, who would like to read the translation? Mishri Mataji.
Prabhuji, can I? This material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings under its rule, and manifestation is created and annihilated.
Again and again. Okay, so here Krishna is explaining about his energies, that that everything is working under the direction of Lord Krishna. So if we see, is the supreme creator. So what he does is that he creates everything. He creates creates all moving and non-moving bodies. So this entire material nature, if you remember in 7th chapter, we also discussed about, like, uh, we discussed about Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, and all those. It is internal, external potency, and all we discussed. And there was Tathastha Shakti, that is marginal potency. Okay, so we discussed in the 7th chapter about those three potencies. So in that, Bahiranga Shakti means external potency. So that is present in the form of the material nature. If we see the nature, all these things which we can see, all this. Uh, okay, that is Bahiranga Shakti. Then we have Tatashta Shakti, that is marginal potency. Marginal potency is all the living entities. That includes all the living entities. So Bahiranga Shakti means the marginal potency, which includes the Jiva Tattva, that is the living entities. And then the third we have is Antaranga Shakti. Antaranga Shakti means internal potency, and that is all related to the pastimes of Lord Krishna. And from his internal potency only he creates the he creates the spiritual world. He does his expansions and all those things. Like he takes avatars in the various forms, like Vamana avatar and all those. If you see the various incarnations and all, he takes with the help of his internal potency. So therefore, by using these energies, these potencies, he is creating this material world and destroying it again and again. Actually, if we see, there are various avatars which can be classified into various things. Like one day we even saw about now see, there is one type of avatars which are called as Guna avatars. Okay, so Guna avatars means the incarnations on the basis of modes of material nature. Okay, so that's how we see that Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva are formed. Like Lord Brahma, who is the creator, is formed with the mode of passion. Okay, he's representing mode of passion. Now that doesn't mean he is in mode of passion, but he represents the people who are in mode of passion. Then, if we see Lord Vishnu, now Lord Vishnu is the one who maintains the material world, and that is where we see that he is associated with the mode of goodness. So that doesn't mean he is in mode of goodness, but he represents the people of goodness. And then we see Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is responsible for the mode of passion. Again, as I say, Lord Shiva is not in the mode of passion, a mode of ignorance. I mean, yeah, mode of ignorance, that is Tamoguna. If you see, and his duty is to destroy the creation at the end. Okay, so that is how things go. Like creation, then maintaining, and then we have destruction. Okay, so that is how the things go. Okay, so all these things is happening under the direction of Lord Krishna. Okay, so now let's see. Vadaranti va mudha, avidananti va mudha, manushantaram ashritam, param bhavam ajananto, mama bhuta maheshwaram. Anyone else wants to read?
Prabhuji, can I?
Yes.
The foolish Buddha consider Krishna an ordinary human being because they do not know the confidential activities of the Supreme Lord and his different energies.
So even after Krishna says all these things, some people are foolish people. They don't understand the message of Lord Krishna. They think that because they do not have enough intelligence, what they think is that they consider Krishna as an ordinary human being. Oh, okay. That they consider Krishna as an ordinary human being. Oh, okay. So you know what happened, that what people think is that he people think is that he is the you know uh, as Lord Vishnu incarnated in form of Lord Krishna, he has Lord Vishnu assumed a material body and came in form of Lord Krishna. Not like that. Actually, if you see, Lord Krishna is the Lord Krishna is the Adi form of Lord Vishnu in that case. Okay, so so people say that just to come in this material world, he took a material form. Otherwise, he is simply in a form of impersonal Brahman. He's just a light. Okay, so see, if we see, even though even though Krishna, has so much of potencies and all, but and even many people agree that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, but still there are some people who will still consider Lord Krishna as a human being. Okay, just like let's take the example of Duryodhana. Actually, once what happened, Duryodhana, he actually Krishna came as a doot. Doot means like a messenger. Okay, so he came in the form of a messenger in the court of Kauravas, and he just made one request, that you just give some piece of land to Pandavas to rule, because see, Pandavas are Kshatriyas, and the duty of Kshatriyas is to rule and do administration. That's what is their duty. But the thing is that Duryodhana was so much proud, and so much of jealous of the Pandavas, that he out of hatred he did give he did agree. Okay, now uh, after that, Lord Krishna made further request. Okay, at least not that, but like what? At least not that much. Just give us 5 villages. 5 villages. If you give 5 villages also, no, that would also be fine. At least the 5 Pandavas will rule in the each village, so that they would get some work. Okay. But Duryodhana, out of hatred, couldn't even see that he was so angry that he had so much of hatred towards his own cousins, that he said that don't talk about 5 villages. I won't even give a land that is that could fit inside us. That sewing needle. That he said that I wouldn't even give that much of land which could fit inside the needle of the sew, sewing needle. That much land also he won't give. So that's what he said. And after that, he got so angry that he was like, let us arrest Lord Krishna only. Okay. After that, Lord Krishna showed his, uh, actually, if we see according to the Shastras, it said that those who come as messenger, they should not be arrested or punished in any way. Okay, because they are just giving the message. But Duryodhana was so angry that he tried to arrest Duryodhana. Duryodhana tried to arrest Lord Krishna. Okay, but Lord Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So at that time he showed his miniature form of Vishwarup, the universal form. And even though he saw the the universal form, the miniature form of universal form, that was the Vishwarup. Even though he saw that, he still didn't believe that Krishna is the supreme personality of God. He just thought that he's just some kind of magician who knows how to play some tricks, and that's how and he has some siddhis and all by through yoga and all, and that's how he's just a magician and a trickster. Okay, so that's what here Krishna is saying, that the people who are foolish like Duryodhana, they consider Krishna as an ordinary being because they do not know the confidential activities of the Supreme Lord at his different energies. Okay, so they don't.
I have one question here.
Yes.
In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling about himself, like what he is, or he is the supreme personality of Godhead.
Yes.
Then the people who did not believe in Krishna, they go to hell.
People who do not believe in Krishna, basically, what are you trying to? Can you just ask your question once more?
It's like the people who do not believe in Krishna, after he is dead, and then like where does he go, to hell, or like what it happens?
So now that also again depends on his karma and all. So it's not necessary that he would go to hell, but usually a person who does not believe in God, they are usually demonic in nature. So people who are demonic and who do not believe in God or Lord Krishna, they usually go to hell. But so like that. So yeah, they go. Usually they go to hell because of their demonic nature.
Okay.
Yes. So, some people are like, oh, okay, let's say some of the devotees said, oh, let's come to the temple. Let's see what programs are going on there. But what excuse people give is, oh no, I'm very busy to go to temple. I have this many things. I have to, I have to do this work, that work, and all those excuses will slowly start coming. But after some time, if you see, they will have time for watching TV, watching movies, and going out. Okay, let's say. Let's say some devotees ask for going to temple, they will say no. But after some time, let's say some of his, school friends and all, they say, come, see, there is a new movie that just released. Let's go to the movie theater and let's watch the movie. Then they will surely agree. Oh, okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay, and they'll do full preparation for it. But when it comes to temple, it's like, oh, why to go to temple? I'm very busy, these many works to do, and oh no. So such type of people also do not attain the knowledge of Lord Krishna. They do not get the devotional service of Lord Krishna. Okay. Satatam kirtayanto bhav yatadascha dridavita namaskyantascha bhavaktya nityayukta upasate. Okay. Okay. So here Krishna says that you have to satatam kirtayanto bhav. That 24 hours you should chant and glorify me. 24 hours. Satatam means constantly. Okay. So now people in Kali Yuga, actually, yeah. So yatad that by proper, with proper determination, you have to satatam kirtayatva. We should chant by glories all the time, satatam. And such a devotee will always, meditate on my form. Okay. So now worship, what Krishna is saying is worship me with devotion. Okay. Now see, there are some people are actually, if you see, according to the according to the standards of initiation. Okay, initiation with diksha, which you get from the guru, it is called. It is you have to minimum chant 60 rounds. Okay, every day. Now people are like, oh my god, 60 rounds, it's 2 hours. So he said, Prabhupada is like, they ask you, Prabhupada, why 16 rounds? Why not like only 4 rounds or 2 rounds? Why 16 rounds? Okay, so then he quotes this shloka, Sagitam Kirtayatva. Then actually Lord Krishna is saying you to chant Lord Krishna is saying you to chant constantly. That is 24 hours. Now from 24 hours, I made it to 2 hours. Then what's the problem? So then they're like, okay, yeah, fine. So if we see, it's not possible for us, people in the Kali Yuga to chant the holy name of God constantly. But if we start chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamatra, maybe how many hour rounds you are doing, like 2 rounds or 4 rounds, or how much hour rounds you doing? If you are doing it constantly, then slowly you get a practice that you start remembering more about Lord Krishna and more things. So so gradually we have to start meditating more and more on Lord Krishna. Okay, so how to achieve Krishna consciousness? Mentally, bodily, and vocally. Okay, engaging all activities in the service of the Supreme Lord, that is called full Krishna consciousness. Now this is 9.22. Okay, Ananyas chintayanto mam yechana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktaram yogakshema vahamyaham. Who would like to read the translation?
Prabhuji, can I?
Let Vishwabhata Jiri. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Sudama stories on friendship.
No.
Those who worship me,
yeah.
those who worship me, I carry that they lack, and I preserve what they have.
So, okay. So here they are saying is that here what they are trying to mention is that that Krishna is saying that those who worship me, I carry what they lack and preserve what they have. Okay. So now let's understand that with the example of a story. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. So now let's understand with the help of two stories. Okay. What is the story of Sudama? Okay. So, what happens in this story? I think many of you know about the story of Sudama. That actually Krishna and Sudama were childhood friends who are there together in the Gurukul. Okay. So they both were childhood friends, but unfortunately, what happened after Krishna, who was his childhood friend, became because he was Kshatriya, he became the ruler of Dwarka with full opulence, richness, and all. But Sudama, his friend, was extremely poor. That he used to only wear one set of clothes. he hardly had enough food to eat at all. Okay, he was in a very poor condition. Okay, poorly condition. So one day Sudama's wife requested Sudama by force, okay, that you should go to Lord Krishna and plead for him something, like at least so that he can help you, because you both are childhood friends, right? So at least if you go to your friend, then your friend might help you, because Krishna. Because they knew Krishna was the ruler of Dwarka and he was very rich. So for him, giving a little help is not a very big deal. Like and so that's why he said that just go to Lord Krishna and just ask him. But Sudama, being a very pure devotee, he was a very pure devotee, that he didn't actually want any material he didn't have any material desires, and that's why he was hesitating to request anything from Lord Krishna. Now Lord Krishna is there in everybody's heart as Paramatma. Okay, so by force, okay, one day when Sudama's wife requested so much, he went to Dwarka, okay, by walk. So when Sudama went to Lord Krishna by walk, like he even thought of going back to home, but when he remembered about his wife requesting so much, that's why he went. Okay, now he went and reached the temple. Okay, there was a security guard. Okay, who was present in the palace. He's like, okay, who are you? Why are you why are you having such very untidy clothes and all these things? And who are you? Like, why are you coming here? So he told that I'm Sudama. I like Sudama. I don't know anybody called Sudama here. So please go away. Okay. But Sudama said, just tell my name to Lord Krishna. Okay. Once, just tell my name to your king, that is Lord Krishna. Just tell him my name. Okay. So the security guard asked Lord Krishna, okay, that anybody called Sudama? So they're like, oh, Sudama was my childhood friend. Okay, so he was like, invite him quickly. Okay, and Lord Krishna was so humble that he 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 invited Sudama in, and he wanted Sudama to come in. Okay, after he came in, he is Sudama was actually Brahmin. Okay, because he was a Brahmin. Okay, so he what he did, he gave his seat to to Sudama. He placed him on the king's seat. Okay, he placed him on the seat and he washed his feet. Okay, so even though he was like so poor and all, he was not like that kind of person that, oh, he's such a poor person, he should not even look at me. Okay, not like that. Lord Krishna is the supreme Lord. That's why he's very, very merciful. He doesn't see how much money you have, how much how much cars you have, and all these things. He only sees your love, pure love and devotion. Okay, so so then what happened is that they both started talking about their memories and all those things, and then he brought he brought rice for him. Okay, what do you call? Yeah,
Poha, Prabhuji.
yeah, poha, exactly. You call that poha, but in English you call in a particular name. I think it's called chipped rice or something. So he brought that.
We call it as puffed rice.
What?
puffed
In
rice.
English, we call this at puffed rice. Prabhuji, we call it as chipped rice.
Yeah, chipped rice, exactly. Okay. So chipped rice, if we see, he brought chipped rice for for Lord Krishna. So so he accepted that, and but Sudama was so busy in talking about their childhood memories that he literally forgot to ask him about anything, and he came back home. Now, while he was coming back home, uh, now Krishna knew that he was present in everybody's heart as Paramatma, so he knew about his condition. Now, when he was going back to home, okay, he went to a place, okay, he went back home to his place, okay. But there he couldn't find his cottage. He was like, "Where is my cottage?" And in front of him, there was a palace, okay. Now, like, now he went to the palace. He went to the palace and said, "Where is my, where is my cottage?" And there he saw his wife. He's like, he said, like, what are you doing here? He's like, all this opulence and everything was given to you by Lord Krishna. So this is how, if we see that Krishna carry what they lack. Carry means he gives the devotees what they lack, okay, and he preserve what they have. He preserve, and he ordered the chipped rice that he gave, that Sudama gave to Lord Krishna. So that's how he says that those who worship me, I carry what they lack and preserve what they have. Okay, Jasmita Mataji, you can Hare Krishna. याति देव व्रता देवा कृत्य याति पितृवता भूतानि याति भूतेज याति मध्याजिनोऽपि माम् याति मध्याजिनोऽपि माम्. Okay, Aparijit Mataji, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhu. Who worship me will live with me.
Oh, okay, it's not mentioned properly. Okay, actually, in this shloka, they have mentioned that those who worship the demigods, they go to the place of demigods, that is heaven. Those who worship their forefathers, they go to the place of their forefathers. Those who worship the ghosts, they go to the places of ghosts. And those who worship Lord Krishna, that in that he says we, because he himself is Lord Krishna, they go to his planet, his spiritual planet, that is either Vaikuntha planets or maybe Goloka planets.
Prabhuji,
Yes?
I have to go out, Prabhuji, so can I
Yes.
leave?
Yes, I told you all right now. Okay. So those who worship Lord Krishna, they go to the place of, they go to their spiritual abode. Okay. So therefore, whoever you worship, you will go, you get their destination. Okay. So so that's why if you see that's why they say that you should worship those. Means Krishna is trying to say that whoever you worship, you will go to that place. Okay. And if we see, Prabhupada actually initially, when people were started going to Mood and all these places, Krishna actually, I mean Prabhupada actually published a book that was that was, I think, one of his first books which he had wrote. And what was the title of that book is Easy Journey to Other Planets. Now in that book, what he mentions is that he mentions this verse, that where he says that, like, rather than spending so much money to go to Moon and all, you just worship the moon god, that is Chandradev. Okay, if you worship him, then you'll automatically reach there. So you don't have to do all this expenditure trying to explore things and all. If you want to go to other planets, then you just just worship that god. Okay, the demigod or the the ruler or the main demigod, the presiding deity of that planet. Okay. So we should so if you want to even go to sun, then you can worship Surya Dev. And the current the current sun god is Vivaswan, which we also saw in the 4th chapter. Okay, so if you worship him, you'll eat or you'll go there. Okay, and they will also give you certain type of bodies so that you can enter into that planet. Okay, so therefore if we see rather than doing so much of expenditure, you just follow the shastras that say that you just worship the presiding deity and you go to that planet. Okay. Okay. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upaharitam asnami prayatatmanah. Okay. Someone raised their hand. Okay, Pranav Prabhu. Hare Krishna, please read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So, therefore, it is very important that whatever you offer, just offer with love and devotion. If we see in this verse, the word bhaktya comes 2 times. Okay, one is yo me bhaktya prayasati tadaham bhakti upaharitam. That whatever you offer with love and devotion. Okay, not that you just offer for the sake of offering it. Okay. Okay, so if we see, there are 4 things he mentions. Okay, fruit, flower, leaf, or water. Okay, any of these things, if you offer, then he will easily accept and he will. So, therefore, we have to offer it with love. We just saw the example of Sudama where he offered chipped rice. Then we saw in Ramayana there is a story of Shabri who offers, who offers the berry. Berry. Yeah, we call berry in Hindi. So
Prabhuji, Sabari offered the fruits.
yes, so he offered fruits. She offered fruits. Okay, Shabri. So she is also a very great devotee. And then if we see, if you know the story of Gajendra, I think many of you won't know about his story. So I'll tell you in brief is that what happened is that he was an elephant and he wanted to go to, he wanted to go to the, he went to the, he along with other elephants went to the sea for bathing. Okay, at that time what happened in the sea, there are crocodiles. Okay, and one of the crocodiles, it bit his leg so badly that it couldn't come out. Okay, so and that too crocodile was that too if we see the crocodile is more powerful on the water, and while the elephant is more powerful on the land, but he bit the if you see this image, the crocodile bit him in the sea. Okay, so that's why he couldn't do anything. Okay, and for days and days he was just they were just like that. Okay, they were trying to fight and all. Okay, so as they were fighting, and once he bit his leg, the power of the elephant kept on decreasing and the power of the crocodile kept on increasing, because it was he bit in the water. Okay, that time, since he had no other he had no other shelter, so what he did is that he found a lotus. Okay, now with the lotus he took the lotus and praying to the Supreme Lord Vishnu, he offered that lotus leaf to he offered that lotus to Lord Vishnu, and he offered prayers to him. Okay, so now you might say, oh, how is this possible? How is this possible? How can an elephant, how can an elephant talk? How can an elephant, offer, how can an elephant, have such type of intelligence at all? Okay. Okay. So if you see, even in the current science, if you see, there is a elephant called Koshik who speaks like a human being and uses the trunk to shape sound. He can say good, no, hello, sit down, and all those things. Okay, so at that time it was Satyuga, so people were powerful enough. So even animals could do all those things. Okay, so that's why if you see, he offered the lotus to Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu then saved him. Okay, so that's why if you offer anything with love and devotion, he will accept you and he will protect you. Okay, so therefore, what we should do is that we should offer our food and then take it as prasadam. Okay. Okay, so now Prabhupada says that Krishna does not accept anything from the hands of a non-devotee. Why should he accept? Okay, let me ask someone to read this.
Prabhuji, can I?
Yes.
A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of ISKCON, says, Krishna does not accept anything from the hands of a non-devotee. Why should he accept? He is not hungry. He does not require any food. He accepts only devotion. That's all. That's the main point. So one has to become a devotee.
Okay, so here they mention. Okay, now this we can take with an help of an example. Actually, what happened is that when Krishna came, okay, so that time Duryodhana in his palace, out of pride, he offered, with no devotion or anything, he offered Chappan Bhog. Chappan Bhog, right? The one which has 56 items. So he had that much of variety. But and on the other hand, actually, yes. So he offered that, but since Duryodhana had pride and he had no love and devotion, instead he had hatred towards Pandavas, who are the devotees of Lord Krishna. Therefore, since he was not devotee, he didn't accept his Chappan Bhog. But if we see, after that he went to Vidura's house. You know Vidura, right? The minister of Dhritarashtra, and he was the son of the maid servant. So he was the third son. And he was very intelligent. Actually, he was himself an incarnation of Yamraj because he got one curse. So he was himself he was Dharmaraj or Yamraj himself. So Lord Krishna, instead of accepting the Chappan Bhog from Duryodhana, he accepted the food that was offered by Vidura, which he offered with pure love and devotion. Okay, so therefore here the key point is not offering your food. Here it's just a way of expressing love. Okay, it said that love not expressed is not love. Okay, suppose let's take an example. Okay, let's say your mother, after working so much, like cleaning the house and doing so many other works, she is very thirsty and she is very tired. Okay, now your mother is like, just give me one glass of water, can you please give? Okay, just give me one glass of water, can you just give me one glass of water? But you say, no mom, I can't give your one glass of water, but I still love you. Okay, so if you see that case, you're actually not, if you actually love your mother, then you would rather, you would give her a glass of water. Okay, so similarly, is giving fruits, flowers, and offering food and all, and accepting as prasadam. This is all just a way of expressing your love. Main thing is that you have to. The main thing is that you have to do all that things with love and devotion. Lord Krishna won't accept anything. You won't accept everything and anything. He will only accept those things which is offered with love and devotion. Okay. Why should we eat prasadam? To purify our mind, to advance in devotional service, and to develop finer tissues. Okay. Okay. This is the picture of Srila Prabhupada, who himself was cooking for the initially all those American devotees, they were hippies. Okay, hippies were those kind of people, they are completely uncivilized. Like, they were people who used to be like who used to simply lie down on the streets, and who used to simply lie down on the streets, just drinking alcohol, and doing weird things and all. And they used to not bath for days and days. They were like completely uncivilized and completely uncivilized people. So what Srila Prabhupada started is ISKCON movement with them. Okay, so that time he used to offer prasadam to all of these. Okay, all of these people. He used to cook personally.
Srila Prabhupada is the guru of ISKCON, or
he is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. Yes. So he used to personally cook food for all the hippies, and from hippies they became happies by performing devotional service of Lord Krishna. So he used to take cook food, offer it to Lord Krishna, and then he used to serve them as prasadam to all the hippies who were present there. So and since they were Americans and all, they didn't, they were not used to eating sweets and all. Okay, but when they ate, when they ate gulab jamun, rasagulla, and all those type of Indian sweets, They're like, oh my goodness, I have never eaten something more sweeter than this. Okay. And that too, Srila Prabhupada had a mastery in cooking. Okay. If you see all great acharyas knew how to cook. Okay. So because cooking would help you, to sustain your life, and it will help you to live in any condition. Okay. So therefore, all the great acharyas, and there were various rules and regulations they followed. That is, not eating meat, not eating onion, garlic, and completely sattvic food they used to eat. And because only sattvic food can be offered to Lord Krishna. Okay. So
What is the reason behind that some people do not eat onion and garlic?
I'll discuss about that later, because we are almost about to end the chapter. Okay. So just remind me. Okay. We are just having a few slides after, and then I'll discuss about that. Okay. Yes. So yat karoshi yadastasi yad juhosi dadasi yad tapasyasi kauteya tad kuru swamadarpanam. Okay, so therefore, if we see, do the following as an offering to Lord Krishna. What he says, yat karosi, whatever you do, yat ashnasi, whatever you eat, yat juhosi, whatever you offer or give around, dadasi yat tapasyasi, whatever austerities you are performing, tat kuru swabadarpanam, do all those as an offering to Lord Krishna. Okay, so therefore, if we see what they say is that whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you are performing, do all that as an offering to Lord Krishna. Okay, so that's what we'll say, that we should do all this as an offering to Lord Krishna. But okay, so this is what this sloka says. Okay, so therefore I also explained you in the third chapter also about that, yagnarthat karmano niyatan lokoyam karma bandhana tadartham karma kauteya mukta sangas samachara. It was third chapter, 9th sloka. So what did it say? That whatever sacrifice whatever activities you are doing should be done as a sacrifice to Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna. Otherwise, it causes bondage in this material world. Okay. So here also he is mentioning the same thing. And this is now the last sloka of Bhagavad Gita. Last sloka of this chapter, I mean. Okay. Yes. So this sloka is actually very, very important. Okay. I'll just say after explaining. Badbada bhava badbhakto badhya jivam namaskuru mamai vaishyasi satyamte pratijane priyo no mamai vaishyasi yukte vama atmahanam badparayana. Okay. So who would like to read?
Prabhuji, can I read?
Yes. Mishri Mataji, you can read.
Engage your mind always in thinking of me. Become my devotee. Offer your obeisance to me. Worship me.
Yes. Being completely absorbed in me, you will surely come to me. Okay. So actually, I got confused with the sloka because of one reason. Right? I did that purposefully. You know why? Because see, if we see this same to same shloka comes, similar type of shloka comes in 18th chapter. Okay. Wait, let me show you. Okay. I'll just search it and I'll show you. Yes. Okay. And I'll also open the current shloka which you are studying so that you can understand. Okay. Okay. Yes. So can you see the screen? Just a minute.
Yes.
Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So now what does this shloka say? Okay. If you see, here we have the shloka which we are learning now. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyajimam namaskuru mamai vaishyasi yuktva atmanam madparayana. And now if you see this shloka, okay. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyajimam namaskuru mamai vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Okay. So you can see the similarity. So see, therefore, that's why you can understand how important is this shloka. This shloka, I mean, if you see, almost there is no difference. So therefore, Krishna is stressing on the point that it is very important to follow this shloka. Okay. Now let's go back to our presentation. Okay. Yes. Now what does this say? Okay. Engage your mind always in thinking of me. Okay. Manmana bhava manmana. Okay. And engage your mind in always thinking of more. Mad bhakto, become my devotee. Okay. Madhyaji, offer obeisances. Offer, yeah. No, do worship. Mam namaskuru, of worship me. Mamai vaishyasi yuktevam atmanam matparayana. What do they say? Being completely absorbed in me, surely you'll come to me. Okay. Now, how do we remember this? Okay, let's see this. Let's see this pattern. Okay. Okay. So first, Krishna says manmana. Okay, engage your mind in thinking of me. Okay. Now you are saying, oh, sorry, Lord Krishna. Sorry to say, I can engage my mind in any other place except you. I can, if you say I can start playing games, I can play for hours and hours. If you say I can engage my mind anywhere, but I cannot do devotional service. Sorry, Krishna, because it is actually very difficult to always engage your mind in Lord Krishna and all. Oh my God, this is very difficult. That too in Kali Yuga it's even more difficult because our attention span is so less nowadays. People can't focus even for 30 minutes. Okay, so then Krishna is like, become my devotee. But like, I can't become your devotee. I can become anybody else devotee, but I can't follow you, Lord Krishna. No, this is not possible for me, because becoming your devotee means so many rules and regulations. This thing, that thing. Oh my God, that is not possible. Okay, Madhyaji, worship me. Okay, worship me. Okay, worshipping. Sorry, Lord Krishna, I don't have that much time. I have to go to school, then I have to do my homework, then I have to do my, I have to study also, then I have to play out with my friends also. Some people even go to tuitions also. I have to do this also. I have lots. So many things also. I have to eat also, sleep also, and I can't find time, Lord Krishna. Like, worshipping means I should at least spend 30 minutes a day. Okay. I have a very busy schedule that I don't think so I'll be able to worship you. Okay. Then Lord Krishna is saying, okay, no problem. Just do Bhag Namaskuru. Just offer obeisances. Sometimes go to temple. Just offer obeisances means do like pranam. Okay, like just offer obeisances and all. Just do like just do a little bit of for 5 minutes you just pray and all. Okay. Oh, okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes I can take out. Okay, yes, no problem. Lord Krishna, no problem. Yes. So this is the cycle. Okay. One who offers obeisances, one day he'll start worshipping Lord Krishna. Once he starts worshipping Lord Krishna, he'll become a devotee of Lord Krishna. And once he becomes a devotee of Lord Krishna, he engages his mind always in thinking of me. So this is how merciful is Lord Krishna. Then he says that if you can't do this, then you can do this. And at the end, he even agrees just 5 minutes, just offer obeisances and go. Okay. So this is how the cycle works. Okay. So if you offer obeisances, slowly, Krishna will make your mind in such a way that you will start worshipping him. And once you worship him, you will become his devotee. Once you become his devotee, your mind will be engaged in Lord Krishna. So somehow or the other, Krishna wants you to come in devotional service. Okay. And that's why he's giving us so many options. Okay. So therefore, this same shloka, if we see, similar shloka is present, is said in 18th chapter, 65th verse. Okay. Just the difference is Bhamai Vaishisi Satyam Te Pratijane Priyosi. Therefore, what does Krishna say? Engage your mind in thinking of me, become my devotee, worship me, offer obeisances to me, be completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. Okay. So Krishna is saying, somehow or the other, someday or the other, you, by following this process, you will come to me and you will attain perfection in devotional service. Okay. So this is how Krishna explains. So this is summary. If we see, the topics described is deal with unalloyed pure devotion. Okay. Okay, so now there are 3 stages of guhyat, guhyatabam, guhyataram, guyhatabam. Guhyat knowledge, that is secret. Guhyat means secretive, like not that much, but secretive. Now that means the knowledge of body and soul, which we dealt with in the 2nd chapter. Okay. Then guhyataram, that is knowledge about the energies of Lord. Okay. Now this is mentioned in which chapter? This is mentioned in the 7th chapter. Okay. So 7th chapter, if we see, they mentioned this. And this is Guhyatabam, that's most confidential knowledge, which deals with the topics of unalloyed pure devotion. And why Lord Krishna was taught this? Why Lord Krishna taught this to Arjuna? Because he was never envious of Lord Krishna. That these are the 9 processes of Lord. For who considers Krishna as an ordinary way? The foolish people. And why should we eat prasadam? To purify our mind, to advance in bhakti, and to develop finer tissues in brain. So 4 things to offer to Krishna: leaf, flower, fruit, water with love. Okay. So now, from now on, what you can do is that every day, okay, every day or whenever you get time, okay, not a force or something, but if you are willing to do, then you can do this. You can try to offer a leaf or a flower or fruit or something every, if possible, you can do it daily. But if not, then you can do it, maybe whenever you get time. Okay. So something you start offering, and offer that with love, pure love. Okay. So that offer that thinking that, oh Lord Krishna, this is my, you can say this is my gift to you. Okay. So therefore, whatever you offer with love and devotion. Okay. And if you are offering leaf, it is usually preferred that you offer tulsi leaf. Okay. So with this, we conclude the chapter.